What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today I bring you the top 10 non-crate spawn guns here on PUBG after the latest update for 2020. Now this is my list and you may not agree with it, but having many hours playing this game, here is my thoughts about what the top 10 best spawn weapons are in PUBG. So without further ado, sit back, relax, and we'll get right into the video. Now coming in at a number 10 spot, we have the Micro Uzi and the Mini 14. Now I know I said it's a top 10, but I, for the life of me, couldn't choose which one of these two I could pick and leave the other one behind. These two are like the black sheep of their own class types, and always that one other gun in their class type that shines above them. Meaning to say they aren't the best on their respective class types, but they aren't the worst either. The Micro Uzi is really deadly for up close and personal use, and it can even rival the Vector for the time to kill. The only drawback is that you aren't able to put a scope higher than the red dot or a holo. But don't get me wrong, ever since the update as to where you can put a red dot or a holo makes this gun even better. But if you can put a 2x or a 3x on this gun, then that would be a major game changer for sure. The Micro Uzi is best paired with an assault rifle, VSS, or a DMR. As for the Mini 14, it isn't necessarily the best for long range gunfights like the SLR and the SKS, but the speed velocity of this gun, the recoil control, and the amount of bullets you can put into a person in a short time is pretty nice. The Mini 14 is a great gun to have if you're on squads, and it's a great gun to start peppering the enemy in order to damage their armor or get the final blow of a person who is one shot. The Mini 14 is best paired with another SMG or an assault rifle. Now coming in at our number 9 spot, we have the UMP45 or the UMP45. Now I kept going back and forth with the UMP. The UMP when it was a 9mm gun was amazing, and when it turned into the UMP45 I really disliked this gun. But when they started featuring limb shot multiplier damage, this gun became amazing yet again. The recoil control and the time to kill on a level 3 armor enemy is ridiculous when you shoot that enemy in the legs and arms, and it is by far the best 45 ACP SMG in PUBG at the moment. The UMP is best paired with a DMR. Now coming in at number 8 spot, we have the DBS. Now I normally don't use a DBS, but this is by far the best shotgun for its class, and I had to put it in this spot for that reason, and that reason mainly. The DBS will shred any armor from up close, and even somebody with level 3 armor stands no chance with the DBS up close. With a blink of an eye, they'll be dead if you're accurate with your hip fire shots. But be wary though, anything above 25 meters and it will take more shots to kill. This gun is great for clearing houses and corner campers if need be, and the DBS is best paired with an assault rifle to be deadly for close and mid-range gunfights. Now coming in at number 7 spot, we have the Scarl. Now ever since the latest update, the 5.56 guns really did get a bad nerf on them, especially the M416. That is why the Scarl far beats the M416 for the 5.56 category. Even though the M4 still shoots faster, the recoil is easier to control with the Scar, the stability is better with the Scar, and as well as the reload time for this gun is faster than the M4. Now the Scarl now is the jack of all trades for in-game spawn weapons. It isn't the best for close range or far range, but it does excel in mid-range gun battles, especially when you equip a 3, 4, or a 6x. The Scar is best paired with an sniper rifle or a DMR. Now coming in at number 6 spot, we have the SLR. In my last top 10 non-crate guns of PUBG, I chose the SKS over the SLR. And of course a fully stacked SKS is still easier to control over the SLR, but there is something about the SLR where if you know when to hit your shots and you know the recoil control for this gun, that this gun can be very deadly. The damage output is better than the SKS and you don't need as much attachments for this gun. I started using DMRs again ever since ranked, and I always find myself using the SLR as my DMR if I can't find our sniper rifle. In my opinion, if you manage to master the SLR bullet pattern, you'll be a deadly opponent for the battlegrounds. The SLR is best paired with an assault rifle or an SMG. Now coming in at number 5 spot, we have the M16A4 and the Mutant. Now this might be surprising, but yes, you see it right here, ladies and gentlemen. The M16A4 and the Mutant has gotten a significant buff during their latest update. Even though they nerfed the reload time for the M16, they reduced the recoil for single fire and burst fire for the M16 and the Mutant. And they didn't touch the damage output for both guns. making them a deadly gun for both up close and farther distance. This specifically works well with the M16, making it the hardest hitting assault rifle for the Spawn 5.56 assault rifles. The M16 and the Mutant can be used in various ways. It can be a scuffed DMR for mid to long range fights, and it can be used as your primary gun if you put it on burst mode. This latest update legitimately made the M16 and the Mutant more than usable, and made these guns one of the best assault rifles to pick up. Of course, there is more of a learning curve for these guns, but once you get the feel of these guns, you won't be disappointed, trust me. Especially with a tack stock for both guns and either a lightweight grip or a vert grip for the Mutant, you will be surprised on how much you can spam these weapons on a single and burst mode in mid to long range without the recoil kicking your butt. The M16 and Mutant is best paired with an SMG, and even the shotguns if you want to use these guns as a scuffed DMR, is best paired with a DMR or sniper rifle. Now coming in at number 4 spot, we have the DP28. Now special shout outs to One Tough Midget for this one. He is the one that made me love the DP28 with a lot of passion. This gun has officially gotten a place on the top 10 spot for the best spawn guns in PUBG. Having a 47 clip is great for spraying vehicles, but the main thing about this gun is going prone with a 3x or a 6x. There's literally no recoil at all, and you can kill people from 300 meters when prone. This gun is great to hold when in squads. The only thing you have to be careful with about this gun is when you have to fight up close and personal due to the slow fire rate, and when you have to reload this big boy. You're vulnerable when you're reloading. You have to play more of a passive or sit back a little bit to see this full potential of this gun. If I don't find the barrel on Erangel, you best believe I'll try to find a DP28. The DP28 is best paired with the sniper rifle. Now before we get into our top 3 spot, ladies and gentlemen, I do have some honorable mentions that I want to bring out of the way here. And those honorable mentions are the MP5K, the M24, and I guess I'll throw in the M416 as well. The MP5K is still a really great gun, but the only reason why it doesn't make it to the top 10 guns is due to the fact of where that gun is located. It's only on Vikendi and Karakin, which means you won't really get this gun all that much. And it's not even in the ranked playlist for this season, making it impossible to use for those hardcore try-hard players. But by all means, use this gun every time you get those maps. It's very reliable, and it's still the only SMG I would run with a sniper rifle. The MP5K is literally the M416 of SMGs, making it the SMG to hold the most attachments to make it the most accurate SMG. The MP5K is best paired with a DMR, but like I said again, you could use a sniper rifle and still be very effective due to this gun being really good for mid-range gunfights. Now the M24 is a great sniper rifle, but as you can guess, there is another world spawn sniper rifle that made it to this list. The bullet velocity is very fast, and in a one-on-one sniper battle against the Kar 98K, with both players being equally skilled of course, and if they both shoot at the same time, ideally the M24 bullet will register before the K9. The M24 is best paired with an assault rifle, and yes, ladies and gentlemen, the M416 has made it on this honorable mentions list, but it has caught another nerf during this last patch, and this time this nerf caused the M416 to be dethroned as the king of all assault rifles. The reload time, bullet velocity, and nerf of the bullet damage made the M4 not as good of a gun. PUBG finally made it to where not everyone will main the M416 anymore, especially because of the reload time. I would rather run a quick draw mag than a regular extended mag due to this gun reload time being longer than my last relationship. Did I just give myself a burn? Damn. But don't get me wrong, ladies and gentlemen, this is still a pretty good gun, but you can tell not a lot of players main the M416 in the final circles. The M416 is best paired with a DMR and or sniper rifle. Now coming back to our list, in our number 3 spot, we have the Vector. Now the Vector is the king of SMGs. This big daddy of a gun is always talked about and complained about when someone dies from it. That alone you can tell that the Vector will be the #1 SMG to use on this game. Now the time to kill and how fast this gun shoots, its bullets are deadly ass combo for short range gunfights. Needless to say, someone who is experienced with this gun almost always wins their close range gunfights. The only negative thing about this gun is the lower ammo capacity. You need the extended mag to make this gun viable. The Vector is best paired with an assault rifle, preferably the 5.56 assault rifles or the Mutant, and or a DMR. Now coming in at our number 2 spot, we have the Kar 98K. As you guess, it is the Kar 98K or the Mosin Nagant. Is coming in at number 2 spot. In my opinion, I feel like the K9 is easier to handle compared to the M24, and is easier to get more one-shot kills than the M24. Honestly, for those OG players that played this game when the M24 was a crate weapon, I feel like those OG players will choose the K9 over the M24 purely for the muscle memory they have of how to handle this sniper rifle. Even though the bullet speed is slower than the M24, the K9 can hold a specific attachment to where it will reload faster, which isn't a big deal all the time, but it can save your butt in tight situations. As well as it has less of a bullet drop from farther range than the M24. The K9 is best paired with the assault rifle. Yeah, with assault rifles. And again, it's going to be the Kar 98 / the Mosin, since the Mosin is technically the K9 counterpart. It is exactly the same stats. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here is coming in at our number 1 spot, we have the Barrel M762. Now, come on guys, you all have guessed that this would be in the number 1 spot. The Barrel has always been and will continue to be my favorite gun of all time on PUBG. But now with the current update, they made it better than ever. Reducing the recoil, increasing the bullet velocity makes the Barrel the new king of assault rifles. The only thing this gun has troubles with is spraying from distances of 200 meters and up. But nonetheless, this gun is perfectly compatible with a DMR and or a sniper rifle. Even if the AK-47 does do more damage than the Barrel, the bullet speed alone far makes the Barrel a better choice than the AK-47. Now don't at me at that. Now again, ladies and gentlemen, this is just my top 10 guns of 2020 as of the latest season and patch. Don't put this list too much at heart, and if a gun you love and main didn't make it to the list, it doesn't mean that it's bad. It just means that I haven't found a reason why I should put it as a top 10 and or I don't have enough playtime with that certain gun. Hope you all enjoy this video. If you guys do, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new around here, and might as well hit that notification bell. Follow me on Twitch. I'm Brent Bryson 15 if you want to see me live, if you want to see some live action on PUBG, or if you just want to chat with me and support me. But nonetheless, stay beautiful. Love you all. Slug Nation out once again. I'll catch you guys on the next video and or live stream. Peace out, guys. Mwah.